How to meditate properly for beginners. In this video I'm going to show you 5 keys that you can use in your meditation so that you know that you're on the right track to doing it properly. Hello beautiful beings, I'm Carol Wrathall. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I help people on their spiritual journey connect with their souls, and I help to make spirituality practical and relatable. So today we're looking at the 5 keys that you can use to make sure that you're meditating, that you're on the right track. Key number 1 is make sure that you are not going to be disturbed. There's nothing worse than laying in your bed with your dog down the end and somebody's walking past. Make sure that the dog is either out in the garden if it's safe or in another room, and shut your door. Shut another door if you can between you and the dog so that you've got peace and quiet. No cats in your room, no animals. Turn your cell phone off. Turn computers off, TVs, radios. Try and have as peaceful and no radiation environment as possible. Key number 2. Make sure you are comfortable. If you're meditating from any length from 15 minutes to an hour, you need to be comfortable. You don't need your back getting really sore. I meditate laying down. I find that the most comfortable position for me. Sometimes I sit up, especially if I think I'm going to go to sleep, so sitting helps me stay awake. But do what's comfortable for you. It really helps if all your muscles are relaxed. And if you're sitting, it really helps to have a chair that's got support on the back, so you're not trying to hold your head up by yourself. You really want your muscles to be relaxed and just to forget about your body while you're meditating. So no, you don't have to sit in the lotus position. You don't have to sit with your legs crossed. Just get comfortable. Key number 3, thought management. Yes, thoughts. Now, I've heard people say, when I meditate, I can't empty my mind. I've always got thoughts. And people ask, aren't you supposed to have a quiet mind with no thoughts when you meditate? And you can try really hard to have no thoughts. And if you've tried that, it's impossible. Thoughts are okay. Thoughts come into our mind every 5 to 7 seconds. What I like to do is I imagine that the thoughts are in a little soap bubble, you know, the kind you can make by blowing and you get the little soap bubbles. I put my thoughts in there when I see them. So there's a little bit of a barrier between me and the thought, or my mind and the thought. I look at it, I acknowledge that it's there, I choose not to get attached to it, and that's the secret. So let your thought come in, it's there. But a quite cool thing to do is just blow that bubble away. You could put your thought into a balloon and blow it away if you want to. But think about this, you might have one thought in your mind, and if it's in a balloon or a soap bubble, it might be taking up that much room. That means you've got all of this space of your mind is empty. So don't stress if there's a thought there. Focus on the emptiness. Just acknowledge the thoughts there and then look away from it. Look at the empty in your mind. And the thought will drift out again. It's the nature of thoughts to come and go. Just let them. And the more deeply you become relaxed, the less the thoughts are going to intrude. They're just going to feel like, when I'm deeply relaxed, my thoughts feel like they're 10 miles away. It's just not an issue. Okay? So don't worry about thoughts. if you do find you get caught in a thought and you follow it down, just when you notice that you're doing it, stop and maybe blow it away. And it's gone. It's okay. You can reset and just start again. Key number 4 of meditating properly is don't put any pressure on yourself with regard to how long your meditation is going to take. I allow an hour. I schedule an hour out of every day for meditation. Sometimes I can get nice and relaxed within 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes 20 minutes. Sometimes I'm there in 5 minutes. It doesn't matter how long it takes for you to relax. If you allow yourself an hour, then you've got plenty of time and you can stop and start as much as you like. Remember, if you're asking this question, you're a beginner in meditation. So whenever you're starting out learning a new thing, it's going to take some practice. So give yourself the time to practice. Now, key number 5 is a really cool one, and that is just do it. Just start. Allocate an hour every day for your meditation and just do it, no matter how you're feeling. Every time you practice, your brain will set a program. Yes, I meditate at that time every day. And you will be finding in time that your body will lead you there. You'll start to feel maybe a little bit relaxed and tired and feel like going and lying down. Now, I recommend that if you work and you've got a family, that you choose an hour in the evening after the kids are in bed. So turn off your computer, turn off your phone, turn off your TV, and go and lay down for an hour before you go to sleep and just meditate. Because this is the first video in a series that I'm doing on meditation, I'm going to have some really cool stuff coming up. So I really recommend that you subscribe to the channel right now and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on the extra content, because I'm going to dive deep into this subject. Because you're asking this question, because you're watching this video, I know that you really want to learn to meditate. So stay with me in this series and we'll go step by step until you feel like you're an accomplished meditator. So now let's have a quick look at the signs that you can see or feel that you know that you've done well with your meditation. Firstly, you're going to feel nice and relaxed, and after you wake up a bit you might feel a bit refreshed. Especially if you meditate during the day. Actually, it's a really good idea to have a glass of water after you meditate, and that helps get your body moving again. Now, meditation of 20 minutes is said to be worth 3 hours of sleep. So if you set aside an hour a day and you meditate, say you manage 30 minutes of relaxation and just aware mind, then 30 minutes is worth roughly 5 hours of sleep. So you're probably going to feel pretty energized afterwards, and that's a good time that you want to get stuck into something that really requires your concentration or your mental clarity. Another sign is that it can be a bit difficult to move when you first finish your meditation. When I get really relaxed and I'm in the right state and I've had a lovely cruisy time, I can't move my body at first. It's just too much effort to move, and quite honestly sometimes I can't even feel my body. So if that happens, well done. And to get moving, start by wriggling fingers and toes and just your hands and ankles, and work your way up your body. Take your time to sit up and take your time before moving around. And definitely give yourself at least 15 minutes before you drive a car or operate machinery, just to be on the safe side. Another sign that you've done really well is you might have had a spiritual experience. A lot of people meditate because they want to get in touch with their higher self and their soul. So if you feel like you've done that, if you feel like you've connected with a source of love, well done. It's a good sign. Another sign is that you might have a picture of something, like a pretty geometric form, or maybe somebody like a guide has given you some information, or you've had this amazing inspiration about a project that you've been working on, or an answer to a problem that you've been dealing with. If those things happen, wow, you have done really well. Meditation is often used to get the mind and thoughts out of the way so that the higher self or the subconscious mind can give us the answers we need. It's often said that you pray to ask for things. So you might pray to God if you have a religion, or you might ask the universe for things like, universe, I'm manifesting a new car. And then when you meditate, you suddenly realize that you've got this other source of money available to you to buy the car. So those results are really good. They're a really good sign that you're on the right track. The ultimate truth is there is no proper way to meditate. But I understand that you want to know and you want to be able to master the technique. So those are the 5 keys for now, and a few signs you know when you've got it. I suggest you meditate every day for the next week, and we'll meet in a week again and we'll move on with this. Now the next video is going to be about what happens in the brain when you meditate, and we will explore a couple of things that are really cool, but they're also key things you need to know to have a really good meditation, and signs that you will know that when you're on the right track. So if you haven't done it already, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So goodbye, beautiful beings. I hope you have a great week.